Most investors think successful real estate investing is about timing the market perfectly, but some of the best outcomes have been built slowly over years without any grand plan at all. In this video, we're going to go over how one 6-unit apartment building in Ohio, bought without much fanfare, eventually created the opportunity for a condo on Florida's Gulf Coast, and how a reverse 1031 exchange made it possible. I'm Ryan Stolman, president of the U.S. 1031 Exchange Services. We've been helping investors and their agents navigate 1031 exchanges for over 35 years. This channel exists to show you what's actually possible when you structure your investments the right way, so your equity keeps working for you at every stage. Michael and Erica didn't buy that Ohio property with a master plan in mind. It was a 6-unit apartment building that made sense at the time, a solid opportunity, nothing more. They managed it, collected rental income, and let it do what a good investment does. The mortgage balance came down, the property appreciated, equity built quietly in the background over the years. They weren't trying to time anything. They bought a quality asset, held it, and let the fundamentals work. That's it. Here's what most investors miss about long-term real estate. The greatest benefit isn't the income. It's the options that the income and equity create. The Ohio property never stopped performing, but after years of appreciation and loan paydown, Michael and Erica had built something more valuable than cash flow. They had flexibility. Real estate doesn't just generate income, it creates future choices, and eventually a new choice appeared. They came across a condo in Siesta Key, Florida. Strong vacation rental demand, nationally recognized beach market, potential short-term rental income, and ability to actually enjoy it with family a few weeks a year. It was a completely different kind of investment than what they started with, but their equity made it possible. The problem was timing. They didn't want to sell Ohio first and risk losing the Siesta Key property while they searched for a replacement. That's where the reverse exchange came in. By the way, if you're working with investors in a similar situation, click the link in the description to connect with our team and start the conversation today. In a reverse exchange, you acquire the replacement property first, then sell the relinquished property afterwards. That structure completely changed dynamic for Michael and Erica. Instead of selling under pressure and racing against the clock, they secured the Siesta Key condo first. Then they had the time they needed to sell the Ohio property. The reverse exchange removed the urgency and let them focus on getting the right outcome on both ends of the transaction. One thing that made it work, and this doesn't get talked about enough, was the lending relationship they had built over the years. In a reverse exchange, timing is critical. Financing has to move efficiently. Delays can cost you the deal. A lender who understood the structure and moved quickly was a significant part of why this transaction closed the way it did. Investors spend a lot of time thinking about properties. Long-term success is often driven by the relationships around those properties. Your lender, your CPA, your attorney, your qualified intermediary, and your real estate team. The Ohio building never stopped working for Michael and Erica. It simply evolved into something bigger. What started as stable rental income and equity accumulation became partial ownership in a premier Florida beach market, potential vacation rental income, and a place to bring their family. That's the long-term vision of real estate investing done right. Not just accumulating properties, but using those properties to build future opportunities. One important note, if a property is acquired through a 1031 exchange, personal use needs to be carefully managed to preserve the investment intent requirements of the exchange. That's a conversation worth having with your qualified intermediary before closing. And that wraps up this one. Again, if you need assistance with your 1031 exchange, please contact us through the link below.